Okay, I'm sure as you can tell, looks a little different from what I usually do when it comes to leaves, but Ryan and I come up with a new system today, and it seemed to work out pretty well. There's obviously a lot more leaves here than it looks like, because that's always the case, but we tried it on lawns that had a lot more leaves than this, and the other side, this is not even half of this property. This is one of Ryan's, and the other half had way more leaves than this, and it actually worked really, really good. So the other side of the property is double this size, and Ryan dumped the bagger on the Tiger Cat there 3 times from the whole property. So that's pretty amazing. What I ended up doing is that mulch plate. If you go back a few videos of mine where I made the mulch plate for this Great Dane, I threw it on there, set the deck at 3 inches, and just started driving over it. You know, I figured we'll give it a shot, see if I can mulch it up and break some of them up some. And he followed behind me with the Tiger Cat. It literally, this whole area, we timed it. It took 14 minutes to do this whole side that you see here, which is pretty big. And he didn't even dump, by the time he got done with it, he started on the other section before he even had to dump the first time. So that's a lot. I mean, it definitely made a huge difference, and to knock out an area this big in 14 minutes between the two of us, it really did well. So I think that's a new system. My bag I made for my accelerator that goes on there ripped today, and it didn't even take very much for it to rip. And Johnny Moe just texted me a little while ago, and apparently his ripped today too. I don't know if they change who's making these bags for them, or these tarps that I made the bags out of, but they definitely don't seem as strong as they used to be. Like I told you guys before in the video that I made where I actually made the bag, that I've dragged them across stone, concrete, everything, and they've held up. I don't know why they're ripping so easy, so I don't know. I guess I'm glad I come up with this new system that Ryan and I did, and we'll see what happens from here. One other thing I want to add in, it was leaving in a few spots. Now this grass wasn't very tall. It was maybe, I don't know, 4 inches, 4.5 inches, you know, maybe 5 in some spots, but it really wasn't tall at all. And I did notice looking down as I made each pass, there were a few clumps of grass I'd seen there, but if you remember in the video where I made this chute blocker, it doesn't sit really tight up against the deck, which I kind of liked because I want it to be able to breathe. I want some air to be able to come through to avoid it, you know, getting overloaded when I went through massive amounts of leaves like I did on the other side of this property. And I want it to be able to breathe a little better so it doesn't bog it down so much. But it definitely, with it being out like that, it definitely allowed some clumps to come out and just leave a trail, and it did leave a trail of leaves as well. There's Ryan creeping my camera again. I thought it was too funny. He's probably going to kill me for these 2 slow-mo parts I did in this video, but oh well, it's all in good fun. But anyway, it did leave little bits, but overall it did a really good job, and it mulched them up exactly as I wanted it to, so really no complaints. I definitely like this, and I think we're on to something here. So we did decide to change the setup of this year. We do our fall cleanups. Usually we run my dump truck with my open trailer or my enclosed trailer, and we did that the first part of today, and then we changed it up. So I will show you guys what we changed up to, and then I will tell you why, which will most likely be in tomorrow's video if we get another day of decent weather.